Hello, everybody. Scott Golden, Golden Opportunities Coaching here. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is we give an outlet to psychological and emotional issues in relatable language without all the technical jargon. If there's something that you would like to take a peek at in an audio format, please feel free to reach out. We'll do our best to get to you within a couple of days. We do multiple versions of this audio update each day. Sometimes they're uploaded in batches. Matter of fact, most often they're uploaded in batches because that works with my schedule. But anyway, we're going to get to today's audio, which is related to, let me see here. There we go. Signs of concealed depression. If someone is concealing their depression, or if you yourself might have depression but you're hiding it from others, then you might have these, well, at least some of these five signs and scenarios in front of you. Combination of them. Of course, everyone's different, and certainly you don't want to look at everyone as being the same. Matter of fact, that's one thing as a coach that I despise is the idea that everyone has the same of anything, because if you're unique, then your circumstances and your situations and your interpretations are going to be unique. But anyway, um, one thing that's there is you're going to force yourself to act and behave as though you're happy. So this may mean that you force yourself to be social. This may mean that you force social interaction, or you smile a lot, or you laugh a lot, or what your outward appearance shows. Here's the key: what your outward appearance shows and what your inward emotional state is are at odds with each other. If this happens more than half of your day or more than a series of days, then you might want to take a peek at the possibility that you may be dealing with depression that you're concealing or hiding or rejecting from within yourself, mainly because you don't feel the world will accept you as you are. This is the most common reason for people to conceal depression. If they believe that, hey, mom can't handle it, dad can't handle it, partner can't handle it, friends can't handle it, whomever, I'll get fired. I've heard that one before. If I admit that I struggle with depression, or if I admit that I struggle with long-term feelings of self-worth, um, people may reject me, they may hate me, they may dislike me. These are all very real things. The next of these is equally as important, and that is you may find yourself being a perfectionist. So, a depressed person doesn't want to confront challenges, hardships, having to clean things up, having to deal with people's misinterpretations, misunderstandings, anger, frustration, or negative emotions, which means a person with depression will often look at the possibility of doing things right the first time to an excessive amount, almost to the point of being a perfectionist. So, this may mean that you get emotionally upset if the fork is in the wrong place, or if the books aren't alphabetized the right way, or if dinner is 5 minutes late. These things that would be like, who cares to the average healthy person, are going to be a big deal to you because you're trying to mitigate any reason for people to criticize you, be critical, be harsh, be unfriendly or unkind. You're trying to get that out of the way the best way you know how. And the best way you know how in that situation, anyway, is to look at it and go, well, if I help you to avoid having any reason to feel this way, then I won't have to deal with you, right? The next is painkillers. So, when I say painkillers, I'm talking about any negative behavior that kills pain. And real simple logic here. So, human beings do everything they do for one of two reasons: to experience pleasure or to avoid pain. And so, when a person's struggling with depression or anxiety or low self-worth, low self-value, they're doing anything to kill their pain they possibly can. This could be finding a creative outlet, that's a good way, or this could be alcohol, drugs, negative speech, negative thought patterns that are self-serving. In other words, I'm so stupid I'm going to stay in my room, or I'm so ugly I just won't date, or those type of things. Consumption of alcohol, gambling, promiscuity, and I'll stop on promiscuity for a second. This could even be giving into sexual advances from a partner who maybe you've had a history with, but you've been on and off with them, and then it's like, fine, just to have the distraction, just to have that moment of release. You'll engage with them again, and then wake up a day or two later and wonder why you did that. This is a topic for another video, but I honestly believe the average person doesn't really enjoy physical behavior that isn't attached to some form of relationship, even if it's a friends with benefit situation, nearly as much as society would say. And I would say that sexual ambiguity is one sign that you might be depressed because you're just looking for that high, but you're not going to do something illegal, and so that's why it can be a major sign. Another one is chronic health issues. This especially goes for people who have things like diabetes from overeating, high blood pressure from overstressing, joint pain, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis. These issues that have chronic pain associated, other joint manipulation issues, they will be exacerbated and made much worse when you're depressed, because the level of serotonin, norepinephrine, adrenaline, and all of the positive hormones aren't being secreted enough to help you deal with the pain receptors. So a person who is chronically emotionally upset is most likely going to have and be more sensitive to pain. In other words, if you twist your ankle when you're depressed, it probably, because of your mental state, is going to hurt worse, A, and also is going to keep you down longer, B, because you don't have that way to, refocus and rebound. The last one that we'll talk about for today is you'll find creative ways that are more macabre. So, creative ways are wonderful, but when a person is depressed, their creativity takes a darker slant. So you might listen to depressing music that talks about things like death, dying, self-harm, or something like that. You might write lyrics of same. You might write story characters that give you the outlet to express your emotions, but they're always in issues of hardship, and it's hard for them to find their balance. You might create stories that are focused on injustice and hardship. You might even create visual artwork, paintings, drawings, and the like, but they're usually darker colors. They're usually of more sparse scenery often. They are often chaotic, and even they bring out the perfectionism piece because you may not feel comfortable showing them to anyone. So they're a creative outlet, but they are reserved for you, and it almost becomes something to pour your energy into as an outlet so that you're not harming yourself or anybody else. Another expression of long-term depression, you may choose to wear darker colored clothing, or choose to wear clothing that doesn't highlight your figure or formulate your figure. So that could be something as simple as just wearing baggy clothes and looking kind of frumpy, kind of down. All of these are signs that you may be dealing with concealed, hidden, or acknowledge depression. So we will move on to our next audio, but if this has been helpful, or if you can think of something that would be helpful, please feel free to drop me a line. Scott Golden, Golden Opportunities Coaching, and you can do that through YouTube, or you can go on Twitter at PO Perception, and we can help you there. In any event, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.